All right, hopefully this is working. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've just got OBS set up, and I don't have my microphone hooked up. And yeah, this is gonna be pretty fun. This is gonna be pretty fun. Apologies, I've got a printer running right here. I don't have anything fancy set up here for you guys. I have no idea literally what I'm doing with live streaming. I just looked. The last time I did a live stream was, I think, 3 years ago. So, and I think it was directly through the browser. I'm trying to use my camera that I record with so that it looks a little better and it's auto focusing and all that other stuff here. I've got a print here. This is the first test print that's going off of this Uniz Kickstarter 3D printer here. So hopefully this will turn out pretty nicely here. I was hoping it would have already been done and I would be starting another print by now. But let's see. Hey, everybody. Hi, 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 hi. I'm not sure what the delay is like on this as well. So I'm directly looking at the video through YouTube, so I don't know. I'm like the worst when it comes to any of the streaming stuff. Hey, 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 everybody. Yeah, thank you all for joining me on this Thursday evening as a school night here. So this is fun. I will be trying my best to answer some of the comments here, and then again, I'll be unboxing a really cool Spawn Kickstarter campaign that I jumped into. I figured it was like a nice little Kickstarter evening here between the Spawn toys and this 3D printer. I'll talk with you guys about this here as well. I don't have much experience with it other than just getting it unboxed and getting a print up and running and poking a hole directly through the FEP sheet earlier today. Hopefully you guys can hear me. And yeah, I mean, hopefully you guys can hear me. I think there's audio coming through this, so yeah, if you can just let me know in the chat if you guys can hear me, that would be fantastic, because I honestly have no idea. And I forgot to plug in my phone, which is good. My phone was about to die. I'm all sorts of disheveled. This is the most unprofessional live streaming ever. Hi everyone. Hi. And again, apologies. I don't have my microphone hooked up to. Oh, audio's fine. Perfect. Thank you. I don't have my audio. I typically have like a Yeti microphone that I would hook up to this. I cannot find it. I have no idea what I did with it. It's probably upstairs somewhere from a previous conference call. Audio's good. Thanks, Bob. Yeah, that's good. You'd be getting yelled at if I. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bud, yeah, try and email me. I won't lie. If you're trying to get a hold of me, my like Twitter DMs is probably where I best reply to. Email, I try to stay on top of. I just get a stupid amount of emails these days. I was not anticipating that over the past, I don't know, 6 months plus now. It's just kind of gotten overloaded. But yeah, just feel free to email me again if you haven't heard back from me. I sort of fall behind on some of those things there. Oh, so the picture is slightly fuzzy. Yeah, it's probably my crappy internet connection, is my guess. I don't know. The camera should be auto-focusing. That's why I'm using my camera that I record with, my Canon DSLR. Man, I don't know how people do this. This is let's fun. Yeah, let's print a microphone this evening. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I mean, has anybody backed the IBEE? That would be IBEE. The machine is built really nicely. I will say that. This is like, again, I've literally had just maybe a few hours with it here, where I've got it unboxed and gotten a print running. I ended up actually running this test print earlier in the evening. I paused it to see if it was actually printing, and then when I went to resume, it failed. The print failed. For whatever reason, it just didn't stick, and it stuck to the FEP sheet. I then cleaned out the vat and then proceeded to poke my finger through the FEP sheet. don't quite know how I did that. I think just the FEP sheet is really thin on this machine. It did come with like 4 spare FEP sheets, which was really great, and swapping it out was really easy as well. So that's good. It's got this really interesting design to hold down the vat, which is really cool. I have not seen that on any other printer before, and yeah, so far it's great. The touchscreen interface is really nice on this as well. It's relatively quiet. The only thing so far that I'm not liking is I've already lined up another file to print on this. You have to use their slicer, and it's okay. It's okay. It's probably my biggest gripe right now, and again, I haven't had much time to play with it, is just that slicer. So right now what I did was I had some files, I prepped them in Chitubox, exported them as an STL, and then have loaded them up into their slicer software so that I could export it out in whatever the format is here. So 3D Printing Pro, I've reached out to him, I was like, hey, how did you slice things on this? There was literally no instructions on how to slice anything. So I figured out you had to go download their slicer and use their slicer for it. It's fast, which is good. I mean, it slices things pretty quickly. But, yeah, I just preferred, as much as I complain about Chitubox or Lychee, I prefer those over any of the other softwares that are out there. Hey everyone, Oscar Cosplay and Props. Dude, I was just watching your live stream of your helmet build. I was trying to like speed through it to watch it. I need to just sit down and rewatch one of those. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. I've got to jump back into Blender and some of Nico Industries. He had some tutorials on designing and building things with Blender, so I've got to jump back into that series, and one of them was a helmet. I started on it, I just haven't finished it, but I was loving I think it was like a yellow, it was like a very Power Rangers-esque Mortal Kombat looking styled helmet that was really cool. I am way behind on the chats. How is everyone? Zmud. Yes, Christopher Anoke. Yes, it's Zmud. Actually, Zmud Beige is the resin that I'm printing with right now. Is this printing? Is this done? Maybe this is done printing and it just didn't lift up. Hold on, I need to move around here. Okay, I believe there's 2 minutes left on this. I could be entirely... Yeah, it's still printing. It's just printing very slowly. One of the other weird things in this that I didn't see is I could not control in their slicer. I could not control maybe I just wasn't understanding it. The speed, the lift speed in there. I wanted to crank that up a bit. This just seems to be printing really slow for a monoscreen printer. I would have expected this to be printing a bit faster, but it's again looking pretty nice. Yeah. Scott, thanks for joining your first stream. It's my first stream in a very long time, so this is a lot of fun. And IR Sculpts is here, dude. He's like the stream master, and I can't believe you're joining my stream. So thank you. I probably should have tweeted out that I'm like going live in a minute. I did not do that. OBS notification is. I haven't set up anything like overlays or anything fancy. I've got to watch some tutorials on all of this stuff. Did I just see the Dr. Printing Nerd is in here in moi stream? My live stream? Incredible. Thank you. Joel, I need to talk to Sean probably on how to set this thing up properly. No idea what I'm doing. I have multiple cameras. I could probably set those up. I just have no idea. I just didn't want to use my laptop camera since the quality's so bad. I should have used this for Hot Makes, the live stream that I did with them a week ago, and I just didn't get around to setting this up, and it was really easy to fire up here. Let's see, just reading through some comments here. I swear I'll get to the spawn thing here in just a few minutes. I was hoping to get this thing printed, get the print finished, let's take a look at the print, clean it up real quick, then I'll do all that unboxing stuff before I fire up another print for the evening. I've got like a nice 10-hour long Captain America print that I'll be doing here from Sanix, as part of his Patreon, which is very cool. Just joined his Patreon after seeing that file. It looks fantastic. Milkshakes from Joel, the 3D printing nerd. Why, thank you, sir. We will be hitting up Dairy Queen tomorrow specifically for some milkshakes in your honor. Maybe we'll be doing Chick-fil-A. I don't know. You guys in the chat, if you're stateside, what's your favorite place to go get milkshakes? I'm a huge fan of Chick-fil-A's cookies and cream. It's like just a creamy milkshake. Mile High Treasures, thank you. No, thank you for checking out all the videos. Appreciate that. How does this compare to the Mono X, Hyperion? I don't know yet. Oh, look at the print finished while I'm talking here. I didn't even see it lifting up. Hopefully everything printed properly. Looks like they are... Oh my god, that's so much better. There we go. The printer fan isn't running now. So I've got some gloves here that I'll throw in a second. But yeah, this was... I have no idea how long it was. I'll have to spin this around and see. But comparison to the Mono X, I don't know yet, honestly. What I do know is that I believe this is going to be under $500, which is pretty incredible for a mid-size printer. And my Apple Watch is going off, and it thinks that I'm working out right now, so I'm stopping that. That's great. That is great. Chick-fil-A shakes are great. But Sonic. Ooh, Sonic. Yeah, we do have a Sonic nearby. Their cherry limeades, cherry lemonades are fantastic. But yeah, just real quick in terms of comparing this to Mono X, I don't really know yet since I haven't really done anything outside of the print here. The Mono X, I'm getting some fantastic print results off of. Continuing to print with that there. I do know from that previous video on that when I did the review, lots of people were complaining that they've had issues and are having a hard time getting feedback from Anycubic. I'm not familiar with Uniz here, so I don't know very much about them other than this was a Kickstarter mid-size 4K monoscreen resin 3D printer. I love saying that. And I think it's 4K. Pretty sure it's 4K. But yeah, under $500 is pretty incredible, and everything's built really nicely here. And it also, I believe it has Wi-Fi or wireless included with it as well, which is pretty fantastic. Yes, Evan Todd, yes, you spy some dice, and they are non-translucent. They are printed in their Uniz IBEE beige, and it's like a dirty beige color, so not bad. Kersey. Too kind of you, my friend. That is way too kind of you. Thank you. And thank you. Yes, for anybody that isn't aware, I did go full-time with the YouTubes the beginning of March. So this is a fun little endeavor. And I said I'd start streaming more, and it's almost the end of March, and finally jumping in on the streaming end of things. Way too kind. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. No need for that, by the way. But it helps. It helps to feed the family. So. Yeah, so here, let me get some gloves on. Actually, I picked up some new heavy-duty gloves from Lowe's earlier in the week on a special trip, and it's looking good here. I will try to get this off, and I'll see if my camera, I'm hoping, the whole idea was I was hoping I could clean this up and then show it to you guys with... Oh my gosh, I just knocked one off. Ooh, that's really soft. I'm not sure if that's right or not. Maybe it is just because they're hollow and very thin. It's very squishy. It's very squishy. Can you focus? Can you focus? Can you focus? Try kind of focus. It's kind of focusing. It was kind of focusing. Yeah, we'll see how this turns out. I wouldn't have exactly gone for this as my test print. It's yeah, it's just because it's completely hollow and it's just really squishy. This resin, I guess, is really, it's a very soft resin apparently. Zamud. It's, oh yeah. It almost feels like it's not even resin. Proper resin. I'll have to get this cleaned up. I've got the Anycubic wash and cure station lined up. By the way, speaking of Anycubic and their wash and cure station, I have a new Anycubic wash and cure station that I'm going to be taking a look at this weekend, and it's a larger wash and cure station that's going to fit the Mono X or any of these larger resin printers, and I'm very excited about that because that is one thing that I have been severely missing in my setup here is just a larger wash and cure station for these bigger prints that you can run on these machines here. Donald, way too kind of you, and thank you. Let's have some burgers with those. Yeah, we will. I'm supposed to be cutting back. I met with my doctor. She said you need to cut back on the red meats, but I'll make an exception for you. Anybody that's in the Rochester, New York area, you need to get a garbage plate, but more specifically, you can get the meat hot sauce that goes on garbage plates, and it sounds absolutely disgusting, but you can get that on hamburgers here, and they are so good. Bill Gray's in Rochester, best hamburger by far ever. Ever. Maybe Tom Walls, but I think they're one and the same company. David? What? David, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be working? Thank you. Congrats on good luck with the full time. May the odds be in your favor. Thank you very much. Thank you. Way too kind of you. Way too kind of you. Does the mud mean they just mix up a bunch of resins they had mixed leftover and mix it up? Maybe that's honestly the color of this kind of looks like that. If you do mix a whole bunch of different resins together, you get this weird. It's not quite beige. I mean, it is a beige, but it's like just a slightly darker beige here than I guess I've seen in other places. Yeah, shout out to Rochester Exit 959. Gotta give the Rochester shout outs here. By the way, I am wearing this is a one-stop printer shop or one-stop print shop. This is I got this off of somebody off of their TikToks. They have a 3D printing TikTok that I follow, and I saw that they had T-shirts that they were selling, so I picked up one of these. At some point here, I swear I will start making T-shirts. They're not going to have like John Stamos's face on them, but it'd be kind of funny if they did. Let's see. Oh wow, Sean B. You said that this mud resin is only $25 and their normal resin are typically 70 plus. Well, maybe that would explain why. This will be interesting once I get it cleaned up and cured, and I really should have prepped better for my setup here because I do not have a whole heck of a lot of space lined up on my desktop here. I need that big, huge... Joel, I need your dad. I think it was your dad that made your huge workbench. I need one of those here. If anybody has a dad-like figure in Rochester that's handy, please let me know. Stick this here. I should have put a garbage can behind here. Oh, wow. The printer is $900 on their website. Yeah, I could have sworn this thing was under 500 bucks. Maybe I could be wrong. Maybe that was like the Kickstarter price. I'll have to again re-look at all this fun-filled stuff about this machine before I shoot the official video. I just literally opened it up earlier today and jumped in on it. Hyperion, yeah. Toronto. I haven't ventured up there in like 2 years. It's only like a 3-hour drive. It's the closest place. That's the closest IKEA is up in Toronto. Other than outside of New York City. Let me see here. Yeah, I have my face with Have Mercy on it. I don't know if anybody wants a shirt with my face on it. I don't even want a shirt with my face on it. Let's be honest. All right, let me get my wash and cure station because I do want to check these out, and we'll get these quickly. I'll just do a quick rinse with these in there, and we'll see what the results look like. And hopefully it looks pretty good. Hopefully I have the good thing about this table that I have here is I have a huge power strip underneath it, and there's just about every cable that I could ever need for any 3D printer
connected to this. Of course, I just said that, and I've got the wrong size cable for the Anycubic wash and cure station. This is a very professional stream. Oh, that's good. Let me grab the other cable real quick. It's right over here, I believe. I thought it was right here. I thought it was all good with having things lined up with this. But I need like I'll have to pull over like a TV over here or something like that, just so I can see the comments a little bit bigger. Maybe that's why I would need to hook up my OBS a little bit better, so I can actually read these from my old man eyes. Let's check this out. If anything, I might just grab. Oh, here it is. I knew I had the cable. It was right behind me. So hopefully you guys are all planning something fun for this weekend. I know I'm trying to figure out something fun to do outside of just shooting more content and editing some videos. But I'm hoping the weather holds up and is pretty nice, because a fun in the sun day would be well needed. So here, put this here. Ooh, should have left the lid on there. Oh no. Did I just burn out my wash and cure? No! I did. I think I just broke my wash and cure. This is the smaller Anycubic wash and cure station. I think I just busted it, plugging in a wrong power adapter to it. Not powering up now. Ooh, let me put this lid back on before I continue to ingest. By the way, I've got my window open right over there next to me, so this ain't so bad here. All right. Sorry. That was nice and boring. Sorry about that. That's not exactly how we should do. I'm no mathematician, but 900 is a lot more than 500. Yes, indeed it is. I'll have to get my facts straight before doing the official video here. Okay, yeah. So it was 450 for their Kickstarter, and then and now it's 900. 450 to 900, man, that's a significant jump. That's a double the price there. Let me see what else I can do here. You know what I might be able to do is just clean these the old-fashioned way with this, just so we can check them out. So I can move on to the unboxing there, because I really want to check out those figures that I just got in the mail, and I have not opened them up, and I'm dying to open them. I rarely do Kickstarter stuff, as I'm talking about a Kickstarter printer here. But those Spawn figures were a absolute must for me. I grew up. That was like the comic book that got me into comic books was Spawn #2. I can remember getting it from the grocery store and just being amazed at how crazy it was in the artwork. And I think it was like at the last panel of the second issue, he gets his heart ripped out or something like that. I was going, what the? It's right around the time Mortal Kombat was in the arcades and all that other fun stuff. So let's see here. I'm going to read. Let's see. Almost did that with my Mars. Yeah, man. Luckily, no damage with that. Yeah, it really stinks. I'm hoping that maybe it'll still work if I leave it off, come back to it tomorrow. I'm sure it won't be. But thankfully, I have the larger one that I'll be unboxing. But I really did like that Anycubic one. The one thing that I liked with the Anycubic
wash and cure station over the Elegoo Mars wash and cure station is that you didn't have to leave the top on when you were running the wash, or even actually the UV lights, but you really should put the top on for the UV curing portion. But it was just nice to not be able to leave it off when running the rinse cycle there. You could just continue to drop prints in there if you wanted to while it was running, or just leave it running and then pull stuff out and let other prints still run in there. It was kind of nice. All right, so that's hopefully enough that I'll have that agitated to get any of the mud resin. I'm a little nervous to print. I had a much larger project that I was going to print with this mud resin, and now I'm a little nervous about that. Let's see. Can't wait to see Can't wait to see those figures. Man, me too. I am itching to see those figures. All right, I'm gonna grab my Elegoo wash and cure just so I can cure these prints very quickly here. Give me 2 seconds. Again. Okay. I'm going to stand back behind here for you guys, for your entertainment. You can watch the shiny lights there while I run this for a second. Actually, let me just... It's not going to let me change the... Yeah. Man, the supports are like crumbling off these 2 prints, or these 3 prints here. I'll just run this for 2 minutes real quick. I'll read some comments while we wait here. The only Hyperion, the only printer you own is the Snapmaker 2. Oh, you just tried the laser module. I was very interested. I honestly think I might have one of those in the other room, and I just have never gotten to unboxing it yet. But I was very interested in the laser engraver, so you have to let me know how that goes. There's some really cool stuff that you could do with laser engraving. I was interested in seeing if I could actually laser engrave like a blade, like a cosplay blade. I'm not sure how that would work with, PLA or PETG with the laser. I'm assuming it would just melt it, but it'd be interesting to see what it could do with that. Hey, Joel, thanks for dropping by, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Watcher 2.0 is $149. Yeah. This is the one that I bought off of Amazon. I think this was $120 when it was on sale. They had some coupons on it and everything, and I picked this up quite a while ago now, I think. And as you can see, it's super filthy, absolutely filthy. I should have put some handles on here. Joker Boss 131. What's the best mid-size resin 3D printer for printing masks? Honestly, so far I've had great luck with the Elegoo Saturn, the Mono X, the Epax E10 is another fantastic resin 3D printer mid-size that I think people just kind of sleep on because they're just not maybe as widely purchased or maybe known out there in the market. But prints fantastic. Honestly, I mean, any of those you're going to be getting really good results. I'm hoping I'm going to get good results off of this machine as well. I do have the Frozen Sonic Mighty 4K that I'll be trying to get to next week. That I'm very interested in seeing what the print results are on that as well. This is yeah, it's still kind of fragile as they say. I mean, the detail looks really good on it. I'm just not sure
I don't know. I'm gonna run my larger set of prints tonight and see how that goes. I mean, I've got enough. I've got a few bottles here. I think I've got 2 or 3 bottles of the mud. Just I might as well try it out and see how it goes. And then if not, I'll just put some Seartech or Elgu in there and run that and see how it goes. One thing I was a little confused on their slicer as well for this machine, it seemed like I was locked into 3 profiles. I am sure there's a way that I can edit and modify those profiles. I've just got to dig into it a little bit more, but literally everything was locked down and I couldn't adjust any of the settings, so it was a little odd to me. Cedarhurst, 3 tracking FOB from the Mandalorian. That has been on my to-do list for I think over a year now. After season 1, I know that there's files floating around on Thingiverse, and I just need to get off my rear end and try and print with one of those. James Lewis, yeah, man, +1 for the garbage plates. All right, let me enough of this printer here. Let me. Man, I just touched that. Great. This is what you do, people. Okay. So let me try to move this without. So far, so good. I need my blade cutter and move my Wham Bam slap mat out of the way. Okay, I don't need my gloves anymore because we're done with the printer for now. I'll just have to. I'm gonna load up that print after we're done with the stream here, and I will give that a go afterwards. Cool. All right, let me print this back just so I can get some comments here. Edge Tech, man. Thanks. I am so excited. By the way, today's video stream is unofficially sponsored by our ResinLapse. If you're not already familiar, Andrew Sink and I got together earlier this year and decided to come up with a way to make time lapses for Resin 3 printers so that you can really make smooth, seamless time lapses for this. We released it last weekend. I think we sold out of our initial stock within an hour, which was absolutely insane. And yeah, we've been continuing to take orders. The first handful of orders have gone out, have already gone out, and then next week, I believe we'll already be all caught up with the rest of the orders that have come through so far. So, knock on wood. We're super excited about it, and yes, as Edgecuk was just mentioning, Tested just did a video. So, Norm from Tested included this in a video today. I thought it was just going to be about the Elgu Saturn, and he wanted to record some time lapses for the Elgu Saturn video, but it turned out to be more of a ResinLapse video. So, oh, it was awesome, super awesome. The Tested crew is so wild. It's so cool. Let me see here. What is the best James? What's the best resin for the Peopoly Phenom? Oh, you tried different ones. Use a draft works fine. I only use Seartech Fast on my Phenom, and one trick that if you haven't already done it, you can sand the build plate. And actually, you know what was really cool? I can't remember where I heard this from or caught it, but I sand a lot of the build plates that I have now, even the Wham Bam slap mats or the Tiny Machines flex plates. I sand those lightly. And funny enough, the Uniz printer here came with sandpaper so that you could sand the build plate down. They even in their instructions acknowledge that, hey, after time, you're going to have a hard time getting prints to adhere, so you can sand it down. And they included a piece of sandpaper, which I thought was pretty cool. Creative. What was your question? I can't find any good videos that explain how people use them. Creative, what was it here? Do you have any videos on how you could use the ultrasonic cleaner with prints? I'm having troubles. I just got mine. I'm not sure. Not smart. I think I'm done stuff wrong. The ultrasonic cleaner. Yeah, no, you just need to. If you've got an ultrasonic cleaner, I've got a really big one in the other room that I use for prints that are off of the Phenom or just really large prints here. You can fill it with things like mean green. That's what I typically use, and as of right now, I actually pre-clean them with something like denatured alcohol or isopropyl alcohol, and then I'll run it through the ultrasonic cleaner because you don't want to do any of these flammable liquids in that ultrasonic cleaner. The other nice thing about my ultrasonic cleaner is that it does have a heating mechanism in there. You want to make sure to not leave that on because I had a big issue with that at one point. But that really helps heating up that water, helps the support removal process. And especially on some of those larger prints, it can be really hard to get to. What grit sandpaper do I use to sand? I think it's 220. Yeah, 220 is what I typically sand with on the build plates. I don't go like 80 will probably eat away at it too much, but 220 seems to be perfect. If you just want to get into OG Mars, great. Yes, the OG Mars is fantastic. However, I would really recommend if you're just looking to get into resin 3D printing, find one that has a mono screen. Elgu has one that's the Mars 2, I believe. Is their lowest one, lowest priced one with the mono screen. Frozen, was it the Sonic Mini, has a 4K screen as well. I think is around $200 to $300. And those mono screens, again, you just get really the print time is just a lot faster compared to standard resin printers, and that screen will last you a whole lot longer as well. By the way, I have a Monster Energy drink that I forgot about. Cheers, everyone. This is the Zero Sugar Ultra Rosa. It's my favorite, absolute favorite, other than the purple one and the red one, and any of the other ones are really good. All right, let's get to the Spawn figure. By the way, I also have I have two other McFarlane figures that I've recently picked up. I posted on Twitter that I got this Batman, futuristic Batman alternate reality where he's carrying around a severed head of Joker. Have yet to open up this guy. Looks awesome. Kind of looks like something I might have seen out of the Snyder Cut. And then this is the classic animated series Batman. This is again by Todd McFarlane. McFarlane Toys made all of these. McFarlane Toys might make the best action figures. For anybody that isn't aware, I have a bit of a toy collection addiction. It was dormant for a little while and picked back up again. I used to work at a toy store when I was a teenager in the mall, and all my paychecks went to buying toys, X-Men figures, Star Wars figures. At one point here, I keep saying I'm going to make a video just showing off all the toys that I have still in boxes that my kids would love to see, I'm sure, at some point. 3D printing and painting. Dude, apologies. I keep meaning to get back to you. I know you've been trying to get me to come on and do a stream. We'll gladly do that. And in fact, I keep meaning to do some painting, and your painting skills of 3D prints are far and above beyond better than anything that I'll ever do. So I have lots of questions for you. Spencer Dobson, yeah, it is still normal. You will still, even when you use the F, I thought I had some right here. This PTFE lubricant, yeah, I used it on this screen here. I use this on all my printers. There was like a huge thing on, I think it was the Anycubic Facebook group. I think somebody posted my video, and there was like a whole bunch of comments like, this is horrible, you should never use these for your printers. Maybe that's true, but guess what? If it works for me, I will use that on every one of my printers. And if it helps prevent print failures, I will use that 100% of the time. And so far, maybe it's all mythical and doesn't really help. I have no idea, but I rarely ever have print failures where the prints get stuck to the FEP sheet when I'm using that. So, but yeah, this I can't even remember what your question was now. I was trying to find it. Is it normal to still hear the peeling sound? Yes, yeah, it's still normal to hear that peeling sound. You'll still hear that. I hear that on my Saturn and my Mars 2 Pro a lot, especially when you're using the vroom settings. You'll really hear that ripping sound coming from it. All right. Play Arts. Yeah, Play Arts does have some really nice figures as well. Rain-X on the bigger ones. Ooh, I like that idea. I have some Rain-X in the garage. I need to try that. That's a really good idea. Okay, let me, because this box is kind of big. Let me bust this up here. Sorry, let me do this real quick. I just realized my my home address is all on here. Okay. There we go. I'll do it like that. There we go. One side that doesn't have stickers on it. So yeah, this was a Spawn Kickstarter. This was Todd McFarlane was doing a re-release of his very first Spawn figure, which again I was a teenager when it released. Maybe you can hear me better when I'm talking on this side. I was a teenager when it released, and it like blew my mind how awesome the articulation and everything. Actually, I don't think there was limited articulation at that time on those figures. And I'm pretty sure I still have them in my storage area there. But the figures came very nicely packaged, and I honestly am struggling to remember what I ordered. Because he had a few different options there, and I want to say I ended up getting two different ones. Could be wrong. Oh yeah, I do have two, because there's two boxes. We're just making a mess. That's great. Okay. Yeah, so we've got two different ones here. I honestly don't remember. Look at this here. Yeah, this is the classic, and this one was autographed. And this is the modern version. So I honestly don't remember what those look like, other than I know that they hit a whole bunch of Kickstarter milestones very quickly and had a whole bunch of different accessories like weapons and all sorts of cool things like that. Cool. All right, let me get this one open. This was the autographed one, so let's bust this open. I want to say I ordered these. I did the Kickstarter. Was this like last summer? Was it last summer that I did that? I don't remember. All right, let me put this one down here just so I have a little bit more room with you guys. Oh. Oh my goodness. Man, and seeing all this Kickstarter updates, oh my gosh, the box is crazy nice. It's got a really nice reflective, oh my gosh, print job on it. Look at that big huge Spawn sticker right there. 94 to 2021. I was 14 years old. 14! Craziness. Craziness, craziness, craziness. Let me see. Allow. Hopefully you guys can see me still. Techno Spawn and Code Red. Love those. All right, let me get this off here. Oh man, I don't want to. My wife hates me because I keep lots of boxes, and I'm gonna definitely be keeping these boxes. Oh my gosh, this looks so cool. Oh man. All right. Wow, it was like a whole big. It looks like a checklist of different things on the. Oh yeah, this is just a comparison of the original Spawn figure from 1994 to the new version, this remastered version here. So all the differences that are there. Oh. Here is my certificate of authenticity. Very cool. Todd McFarlane signature on there as well. I did win an online, God, I think it was like 2000, 2001. I did win like a signed Todd McFarlane art, and I thought it was so cool. Oh my god. Oh my god. This looks so cool. Oh my god. There's a nice big reflection on the camera there. Oh my goodness gracious. Here is the signed nameplate. Yeah, it's signed with like a marker. Another fun Todd McFarlane fact. So I'm trying to remember. I think it was last January or February. God, I'm trying to remember. I can't remember when it was. Anyways, it was at some point last year. I was at JFK Airport with my wife, and I saw Todd McFarlane at the airport. And I never get excited about celebrity. And I've seen a ton of celebrities when we used to live in New York City. Like could care less. And my wife was laughing at. She was like, "Do you want me to go say hi to him so that you can get like a picture?" So I was like, "No. I don't wanna. He's very busy. He's a very busy man." I did, and by the way, I didn't stop to say hi to him. I might have given him like a little head nod. This is awesome! Oh my god, look at this cool Spawn sword. You're not gonna be able to see it because it's focused on my face. Focus on the sword. Focus on the sword. It's not gonna work, but it's awesome. Oh my goodness. Here is some cool looking plasma effects here. This would be perfect for a resin 3D print. I was wondering if I'd be able to come up with some other resin options. Oh, here, totally. Look at this. Here is like a it's a knife, a glowing plasma knife. Here is the classic little wooden axe nails thing that the original figure came with. Here is my head variant as well. Again, you're not gonna be able to see any of these. Oh my god, it's so cool. I should have got the one that had the laces. The batarang from the Batman's batarang in his head. All right, let me see if I can get him out of the package here. Oh my god, it's so cool. I'm super nerdy about some things, and this, oh my god, I can't wait to freaking open this. Oh my god, this is so awesome. I almost don't want to open it. It's so cool looking, but it's got to be open and put on display behind me. But yeah, here is the classic Spawn with flying cape. Has swing open action. Posable action figure. Oh, this is so cool. Man, it looks fantastic. Dude, I love that it came with the alternate head here. I'm wondering if I could 3D scan this and then, or maybe I could try to model my own with Nomad Sculpt on an iPad with the one with the stitches through the head there. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is fantastic. I'm just trying to see. Hey, everybody. If you're still here and wondering why I'm not talking about 3D printing, I'm unboxing some action figures. A Spawn Kickstarter action figure. So freaking cool. All right, let's get the other one open. Because I won't bother you guys with all of that. And I said I was only going to try and stream for like an hour, and it's almost up to the hour here, and I'm just now getting unboxing the figures. Some of us have video games to play. By the way, I'm addicted to Apex Legends. Let's see.
Oh yeah, Roberto, the Spawn movie is, yeah, it's so bad but good. I can remember being so excited for that and thinking, oh my god, this was the biggest pile of garbage that when it came out. I really hope that they do, you know, they've been talking about redoing it, or not redoing it, but just doing another Spawn movie for quite a while now. All right, so here's a different gold foil. The gold foil versus the, or excuse me, the green foil versus the red foil. I swear I'm not colorblind, but maybe I am colorblind. Same box style. Oh my gosh. So cool. So cool. This is why, by the way, this is why my wife has me keep all this crap down here. Oh my god. All right, same certificate and that good stuff. Oh, I did get it. Yes. Okay, so here's the classic Al Simmons head as well. All right, this is great. Practical printing. Thank you so much, dude. Yeah, making some big life decisions. The big, huge gun. Some more plasma weapons here and effects. And then this one, I was like, man, I must have ordered one that had the lace face. There's no way I wasn't gonna do that one. All right, so I'm gonna keep the other one. I'm gonna keep the other one in its packaging because I'm not so like that when it comes to some of these toys. This is the one. I know you guys aren't gonna be able to see this, but this is the modern version of Spawn. He doesn't have the. This is the classic. He has the red and black and white costume. This is just the. I mean, it's red, white, and black as well, but there's not on the body. It's just black and white. But he has the stitched up face with the shoelaces from the Batarang, from the Batman Spawn crossover. That is what I was interested in. That is by far my favorite look for him. And he also has the big, huge boot here and the big gauntlet, which is also some of my other favorites from this one. Greg Capallo, man, I'm gonna butcher this dude's name. Came on and took over doing a lot of the drawing, and yeah, just lots of cool stylized stuff with this. Man, I'm absolutely loving this. This is wild, absolutely wild. Same old Shane, dude. What's up, dude? Thanks for the thanks for the tips before going live. Yeah, you're definitely not the only one, and I'm a 41-year-old dude who's getting overly excited about action figures. And my wife was just making fun of me because we were at Target and we were looking at stuff for one of my sons. And I was like, oh man, they got new Batman figures. I'm going to have to get one of those. Yeah. So I've got a handful of cool stuff here. I will be getting this guy unboxed. You know what? I think I'm just going to unbox this dude. You know what? Let's do it live. Look at that. Comes with a special edition Spawn #1 comic here. I don't even want to take that out of the packaging. Oh my god. I like how they did a really good job with this. For anybody that's bought figures, there's no easy way to get them out of the packaging without destroying the packaging. And it looks like they put in a lot of effort to make sure that you can open up the clamshells and get the figures in and out. So if you wanted to take them out, pose them, play around with them, and then store them again, that you'd be able to do that. Yeah, it looks like these are just taped here. Well, I hope everybody is enjoying. I don't know what I'll be doing in the future with streams. I keep saying I'm going to be doing some resin miniature painting. I have a few Loot Studios statues
that I printed that I just need to sit down and paint. And I figure if I do streaming, you know, a few nights out of the week and do some painting, that would be fun. I do need to get that other camera set up so I can get some more close-ups of whatever it is I'm working on or unboxing like we're doing here. So cool. Oh my god, I'm such a nerd, man. Huh? Man, like 13, 14-year-old me would be freaking out if he saw this. Oh wait, it is me, but not 13 years old, that's all. These are... I'm just going to try and snip these off here without damaging anything. There we go. Okay. All right, so there's a stand that it comes with. There's additional hands. All it seems like metal chains as well. Here we go. Let me get this. Can you focus on his ugly face? Oh, it's so cool. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. He's got a... Oh my gosh, the articulation in this is so good, and there's a really nice crunch to the articulation. Is IR Sculpt still in here? Dude, are you still were you working on a was it you were you working on an action figure? I can't remember. Someone was in here that was working on a printable action figure. The trick is going to be to I've been really interested in 3D printing my own action figures, and I have a few different files. Like 3D Zip Guy has zip tie action figures, and I know there's a few others that are out there. But to me, it's like I got to figure out how to get a nice crunch sound when you're dealing with the articulation, and what kind of material would that be that's going to give it durability, but also the ability, some flexibility to it as well. Oh my god, this is so cool. This is for sure going right up on my desk after this. I'm going to be playing around with this when I'm on phone calls or in lobbies waiting for games to load. Oh my god, it's so freaking cool. I'm so excited. Oh my god, it looks so cool. They did such an amazing job with this figure. Oh, I'm head over heels, loving it, loving it. It was well worth the $100+ price tag for both of these. But the quality of them, I mean, the paint job on them is unbelievable. I was wondering if I was going to need to try and touch up anything or make anything look better, but it honestly looks really good. It looks really good. Yeah, I'm super impressed with it. Yeah, the cape is really nice, and it's got a hinge system built into it. I can see that there's a metal rod that runs through the back of the cape, so it allows you to open and close the cape. So if you wanted to have him displayed kind of like closed up, you can, or opened up. The cape also appears to give him help balance the figure as well, which is nice. And then I'm loving the necroplasma weapons here as well. I'll have to see which hand it is. Yeah, there's some fist hands that will be able to hold things there. Man, Spawn was just such a cool character. I really hope they're able to get that, like another animated series running of this, or another live action movie going where it's maybe a little less cartoony. By the way, anybody that's not already aware, the graphic novel series by Robert Kirkman, Invincible, they made an animated series that's coming out this Friday, tomorrow on Amazon. It's like, think of like Spider-Man, where it's a coming of age story of someone just coming into their powers and learning how to use them, but it's all sorts of crazy screwed up, and lots of screwed up storylines, and it's going to be crazy violent. Cannot wait for that whole comic series. And I think it was only like less than 200 issues, maybe. I think like 170 something issues. Was amazing, absolutely amazing. Yeah, folks, I think I'm gonna wrap things up. I've been at this for a little over, like almost an hour on the dot here. I will be doing a video next week on the the Uniz IBEE. I'm gonna get another print loaded up here. This is gonna be like a 10-hour print. I've got a Captain America statue from Sanix 3D that'll be printing, and then I also have some of the statues from Loot Studios that'll be printing here. It should be nice big print. I'm going to see if I can get this thing set up with the ResinLapse as well, so I can get some time lapse done with it. I'm going to be using the rest of the mud resin here, and then I'm going to switch over and see if I can get a profile set up with maybe some Ceratec Fast or something from Elegoo. Or one of the other bajillion resins that I have laying around here on the floor, like right there. Andrew, way too kind of you, dude. And you and Joel, you two helped me in printing, and I'm so happy I pulled it. Dude, congratulations on getting into the craziness of 3D printing, and I'm glad the masterful Joel Telling and I could have edged you into it. I've sort of gotten an addiction to the resin printing over the past 2 years here. I still have a bunch of FDM printers, but mostly resin these days. Yeah. Hey, I just want to say thank you guys for stopping by. Again, this is my first stream in like 3 years. I'm going to be playing around on my other YouTube channel probably this weekend. And playing around with streaming and settings and all that other craziness. I might tweet out about it or something like that if you guys just want to fart around with me while I figure that out. But yeah, I'm going to try and figure out how I can get multi-camera set up. Going to get the overlays, I guess, put in here. I have no idea. There's always fun, cool stuff that I see everybody else doing. I'm like, oh, that would be kind of cool to do. But yeah, thanks so much for stopping by, and and anybody that ordered a ResinLapse, yeah, we've got units that have already gone out. The first initial set of orders that were sold out have already gone out. We're already working on a whole huge other set of orders that should be going out next week. We are really, really, really excited about that, and right now it only supports Canon cameras, unfortunately, just because of the plug type that we're using for that, but we are looking into options for Sony cameras right now. That's probably the primary one that we're looking into, just because we've gotten so many requests about support for different Sony cameras. But awesome. Hey, thanks again, everybody, for dropping by. Apologies that I couldn't answer more of the questions here and all that other fun stuff, but hopefully we'll be able to do that. Maybe I'll just do a more casual one with the painting and be able to pay a little bit more attention to the chat here. Hey, have a good night, everybody. Thanks again, and I'm going to make sure to end the stream. I think the last time that I streamed 3 years ago, I forgot to turn off the stream, and you guys saw me editing a video for a half an hour. Hey, good night, everybody. Thanks again.